The last, but certainly not least Vanguard I want to recommend is Magneto. And Magneto plays exactly like Zarya from Overwatch, and with a few more gimmicks here. And if you have never played that, let me explain very quickly. Your main ability is A, to have a shield in front of you. Keep in mind that shield is not as strong as Doctor Strange's shield is and will be destroyed much, much faster. But you can also project shields on your allies and on yourself. And this is very important to note. They are two different abilities. They are your E and F ability, respectively, but they share the same cooldown. So you have to make sure you know who needs the shield more, your friendly ally or, well, yourself. And while you have the shield and enemies attack you, you will actually regenerate energy, which will get into your mag cannon. And the mag cannon is your most burst attack Magneto has, and you need those iron rings on the back of Magneto, and you get those iron rings by creating energy you are getting by enemies attacking you while your shields are up. That's what you want to do. You want to produce shields, enemies attack them, you get the energy, you can use your burst ability. Speaking of their burst ability, his ultimate, Meteor M, is also doing more damage when you have more energy regenerated. And what is that ultimate? Well, it's basically the spirit bomb from Dragon Ball. Like, seriously, you are floating into the air, you are sitting there for 4 seconds, or you can release it earlier, but then it will do much less damage. And then you will throw a huge meteor at the enemy team. Keep in mind, you will announce that, you will be pretty loud, a lot of people will be aware of it, and you have to prepare that a little bit and position yourself right. So that needs a little bit of a learning curve, but if you execute it right, it just feels fantastic. Also important to note, yes, the shield of Doctor Strange or even the shield of Magneto can block that meteor. So be careful with throwing it at tanks because they can just block that away. But Magneto is pretty fun because you have a lot of burst potential people do not expect from a tank, and then they're just getting eliminated in 2 or 3 shots and they're wondering what the hell just happened. But that's the fun with Magneto.